Come on guys, Clifton Denny with On Your Own Outdoors. Hey guys, it's summertime. There's nothing to hunt right now, so you know what that means? It's time for some gear reviews. So the product we have today is the XOP Striker Evolution Day Pack. As of right now, you see I've got it set up with my saddle gear, and that's just kind of to show you guys an example of one of the things you can do with this. I've got the XOP platform on top, 2 sticks with aiders on the bottom. The bottom of this will kind of go through it in a minute, but basically it is big enough that you can put 4 sticks if you want to. However, I have the aiders. I'm not real big into saddle hunting, but if I'm gonna saddle hunt, usually I only run 2 sticks with my aiders because it's an area that I don't want to be up real high anyways. I'm trying to stay down in some cover. It's just my opinion on how to saddle hunt. But anyways, guys, we're gonna go through this pack today, show you all the do's and don'ts with it, what it's capable of, and I'm gonna tell you when it comes to a day pack, this thing's insane. For the price, $69. Tell me where you can go buy another pack nowadays for about that same. So let's get into this pack. So number one, on the front of it, you can see here that I have strap. This is the way that I do it. The bottom strap I just kind of use to go underneath here. So you undo that, dude. And then up here on the top, what I do is you kind of see right there how I wove it through one time. That's just to kind of secure it and kind of keep it from bouncing back and forth. This pack is super lightweight. It's down here on the bottom, like I said a while ago, guys, these straps, you can see I've got them cinched all the way up. You can back those off. You can run 4 sticks if that's what you wanted to do. It's just the way that I prefer to run it whenever I'm using my saddle stuff. I do run the X2 sticks. I don't use the straps that come with them, the cam buckles. I get rid of those every time. I think I've got 4 sets of these X2s now, and as soon as I get them, I go get the Am Steel daisy chains, and that's what I run on mine. Way more user-friendly, and then it gives me more room in my pockets on my pack to put my stuff on there, so I'm not having to carry those. But let's strap these dudes back together real quick so you can kind of see how the pack looks all put together. So one thing about it is you can see here, it is a small pack. It is made for your day pack. So if you're a guy like for myself, if I'm running my saddle hunting stuff, I can run the camera gear that I use saddle hunting in this pack. But if I'm running more of my lock on or my climber, the camera arm that I run doesn't fit in this. Don't worry though, I'm already been talking to XOP and they're looking at coming out with a bigger bag that can hold all that stuff, because it seems like nowadays everybody carries more stuff than less. But if you're one of those minimalist guys, this pack is definitely something to look at. So you see it here, like I said, it's got the 2 straps up front. You can use that for a saddle platform. Another thing I like to do is use my jacket. I can shove stuff in here, loosen these all the way off, and I can put my jacket out here on the front end of it. Works really well. On the bottom, another option for that is what I do is I take and what I call combat roll, but you just roll your pants up, and then I put my thicker layer of pants down here on the bottom, and then I take this guy and I will strap it to my stand or whatever, or just on my back if I've already got a stand in place. So kind of going through all the stuff, all the functions of it. One thing that I do think is cool that they did with this is you see here, it's got the systems where you can put attachments on it. So you've got these all over the pack, literally on the sides, both sides over here, a strip down the middle, and these 3 strips here. Why is that a big deal? Is if you wanted to put some dump pouches and stuff like that on there, it's an awesome option. And the reason being is on the front, on their shoulder straps, they have the quick detachments here, which are the clips. I'm not a huge fan of clips, but for a pack, is what it is. So anyways, you can take those clips off, be able to wrap your straps around a tree, connect it back on itself. If you did carry dump pouches, then you can hang those dump pouches off the front, be able to dump your rangefinder, your binos, your grunt calls, your rattle bag, all that kind of stuff in there. And then it's sitting on a tree like this right in front of you, super easy accessible. You know how I am. I talk about it in all my videos. I love it whenever a company adds something to a product that seems like it's super simple, but makes a huge benefit to you in the woods. So moving on from that, you've got one little pocket over here on the side. What I usually end up doing with these small pockets is I like to try to find something for each one of them. I know a lot of guys don't run face paint. Uncle Sam won't let me have a beard, so I end up dumping face paint in one of them, and then I put my rangefinder in the other one. It's just what I use the pocket for. Down here on the bottom, whoa, you can tell that's my snack pack. But down here on the bottom, that is what I like to do. I'll put my snacks in here. You do have the availability in this. It's got the mesh, little stretchy thing there. And then you've got 1, 2, 3 pockets up here. So if you were going to run this against a tree and you didn't want to use the dump pouches, you do have the availability here to store your stuff. Like I said earlier, like a rangefinder, maybe your quick release, those kind of things. Get this dude zipped up and go on to the next piece. Next thing we're going to talk about is the little pouch up top. It's actually a pretty large area. Again, it's just another pocket. You can put whatever you want to in there. A lot of times I don't end up putting anything in there. If I do, it's like an apple or something like that. One thing that I did kind of forget to hit on while we were going about the outside of the pouch is this bag is cushioned. So if you're a guy that likes to have some kind of cushion, you are going to carry your sticks and stuff like that on your back. Just know it does have some padding on the backhand side of it. So now we're going to run around. We're going to talk about the inside of this pack. So one benefit, sorry, still got a hoodie in there. One benefit that I do like about this bag versus a lot of other ones, as you can see there, it opens all the way up. And this is the reason for that, is whenever I hunt and I'm hunting out of state, if you watch any of my videos, I do talk about carrying my outlaw pouch, which what that is it's no more than a knife and a trash bag. And what I do is I pack all my meat out whenever I go in. So if I go in and I do harvest something, if Eric's not with me and we're traveling somewhere, I'm deboning that deer on the ground, I'm tagging it online, and I'm toting it out. And this is the great thing for that here. This thing opens all the way up. So say that I did harvest an animal and I deboned it out in the woods, I could put it in what I call my outlaw bag, my trash bag. After it's deboned, I can put it in there. If I couldn't get this to zip, I can lay it back over the top like that, stretch these all the way out, run it around it, and it's gonna give me the availability to have a bigger compartment to be able to put everything in. If I'm not gonna do that though, and I'm just gonna run it in a tree, so one thing that I do like about bags like this, and if you ever watch any of my bag reviews, it's a super small thing that I really enjoy, is this little flap here. The reason being is if you ever decide that you wanna start self-filming, all of that stuff is metal and it clangs and tangs together. So what I end up doing is I will put my camera arm on this side, put my camera and stuff in here. That way it's just not beating and banging it together. The next thing we're going to talk about is the two big pouches that they have here on the front side. Again, it's just more storage. And that's the biggest thing with this pack, is as small as this pack is, it has all kinds of storage capabilities. You've seen all the pockets that are on it, but having the two big ones on the inside, again, if you had something like binos or whatever you wanted to drop in there, it gives you the availability to do that as well. So this pack is not made, guys, to be the end all, be all, $400 pack that you see all these guys running. This is made to be a small day pack for the whitetail hunters, for the guys like you and me that are going out, we're hunting all day, we're coming back out, we're going somewhere else. And for that purpose, I think that XOP hit a home run with this bag. XOP, please hear me. I would absolutely love to see them come out with a bigger version of this pack, so that it did kind of cater to the guys like myself that are doing more of the filming or doing more of the carrying stuff. The time that I really like to use this pack is early season, because I'm not going to have a whole bunch of extra clothes and those kind of things. And that's when this thing really comes in handy. And again, guys, for less than 70 bucks, it's hard to beat. So whenever you put the pack on, one thing that we will talk about real quick before we get out of here is it does have a chest strap. But one thing that I've kind of heard guys complain about at the shows, it doesn't bother me because I don't like them. This bag does not have a waistband. But this is the thing. You see how high the bag sits up on you? The way this bag's designed, it sits up here close to your neck without biting in. These come around. It is more like that assault style backpack. So it's not gonna have the waistband for you Midwest guys, but it does have the little strap up front. I like them because I'll be just like this walking through the woods. But anyways, guys, that's all I've got for you. This is the Striker Evolution Pack by XOP, and I'm telling you, for a cheaper, smaller backpack, it is going to be absolutely hard to beat this backpack. I appreciate you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Go back to that home page, hit that little bell up top, because you never know where we're going to be and what kind of products we're going to be reviewing. We're 46 days out from deer season. It's almost time to start dropping bodies. Good hunting, guys. We'll see you from a tree.